Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Elections, but you, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, know nothing. How is that possible?
Well, when it comes to activities of foreign actors in the country, the Foreign Affairs Minister was not made aware. And since then, I've made sure that that changed, that would not be the case, because obviously, as everybody around this table would be aware,
You've
it
asked
is
to be
important.
briefed. You didn't know anything in December.
Can I just finish my sentence, please, Michael? So obviously, in the context, as colleagues...
Hey gang, what's up? Just Ehren, right here, Question Period Canada. How y'all doing? You recognize MELANIE JOLY, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Global Affairs, Extramarital Affairs? I kid and laugh, but people talk these rumors about Joly and Trudeau. I don't know if they're true or not. She seems like an absolute twit to me. She's a pretty little thing, but my oh my, the words that come out of her mouth don't seem very smart. Let's take a peek at MELANIE JOLY, Minister of Global Affairs. Some kind of affair.
So can you clarify, have you shown them the evidence you're basing your claim on, and have you walked them through that case and shown them how Canada has reached this conclusion?
We've had numerous conversations with India before the Prime Minister went in front of the House and made his declaration. This was not a surprise to the government of India.
A surprise, but the evidence, did you show them the
And
evidence?
through these different conversations, the Indian officials were made aware of the credible allegations. And so based on that, India has decided to take their own decisions, which are precedent-setting, and revoking the diplomatic immunity of 41 diplomats is not only unprecedented, but also contrary to international law. And so in that sense, because this is so unprecedented and would put so many countries, different diplomats around the world in danger, we decide not to reciprocate.
Okay, so that's a repetition of your statement, and thank you. I understand what your point is, but you're not answering the question directly on that point. But you did...
Tonda, I've answered your question. You've asked me the question whether we had conversation and presented
If you
evidence.
showed them the evidence, yes.
I've told you that there were meetings and information was shared. So I've answered your question.
We've got more to the show, guys. She doesn't come off sounding any smarter than she just did. She looks good, though.
Interference seriously. Minister, when you last appeared before this committee on December 13th, you said repeatedly, unequivocally, that you had no information about Beijing's interference in the 2019 and 21 elections. How is it that the Globe and Mail and Global News have information based on their review of CSIS documents about significant interference by Beijing in the 2019 and 21 elections, but you, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, know nothing? How is that possible?
Well, when it comes to activities of foreign actors in the country, the Foreign Affairs Minister was not made aware. And since then, I've made sure that that changed, that would not be the case, because obviously, as everybody around this table would be aware,
You've
it
asked
is important.
To be briefed. You didn't know anything in December.
Can I just finish my sentence, please, Michael? So obviously, in the context, as colleagues around this table would agree, as Minister of Foreign Affairs, I need to make sure that I have access to that information in order to conduct our diplomatic relationships in a good way, in Canadians' interest.
Mr. Turnbull.
Thanks, Madam Chair. And let me just say to the ministers my apologies for what you've had to witness today in this committee in terms of the condescending tone. And I apologize on behalf of my colleagues because I don't think they will.
Hey gang, so that's Ryan Turnbull to the rescue of MELANIE JOLY there. He's a big dumb fool. Liberal cowboy from Alberta. He's a thick one. Just like MELANIE JOLY. Let's take another peek at this girl. But before we do, I just want to mention we make a lot of these committee videos. They're crazy, guys. Always a wild time. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out another video. There's one right above us, I think, right now. These committee meetings are wild. Anyways, back to Melanie Joly.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Hi everybody. Good night. Good to see you all. So tonight we were able to work all together and to find common ground as we are witnessing a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. And Canadians have been very concerned about this humanitarian situation. And that is why it was important to find a large consensus working with many parliamentarians to make sure that we would be sending an important message to the world, but at the same time also that we could show that Canadians can be united on this issue. Of course, we were also able to find common grounds on the question of the two-state solution, which is also important for Canadians and for our country. Our position is clear. Our position has always been that hostages must be released, that Hamas as a terrorist organization must lay down its weapons. We need to protect civilians, and that is why a humanitarian ceasefire is necessary right now, more than ever. And finally, humanitarian aid must be sent into Gaza now.
And gang, no, she's not coming from my question period. She's coming from the real one. Who knows? This Melanie Joly, she is likable, but like in many ways, just so simple. Minister of Global Affairs.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thanks for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. I'm with Lauren right now.
Oh, great. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Of course, please go ahead.
Can you tell me where we are right now?
Yes, we are on Parliament Hill in West Block, just outside the House of Commons, just behind me.
Oh, so is this where a lot of important decisions take place?
I guess you can say that.
So, Minister.
Yes, just call me Melanie.
So, Melanie, how are you doing today?
Great, great. It's Monday. Mondays are always busy, and I'm coming outside of QP.
Sorry, what does QP stand for again?
QP means question period.
Oh.
So gang, I just show the videos. You can make up your own mind. Melanie Joly to me does seem like she's a little simple, and always thinking that she's smarter than the person that she's talking to when the other person is the smarter person. That's the way it seems to me. I don't know. Ehren, Question Period Canada. We watch the daily broadcasts of the question periods together. Come join the chat. It's a fun community. It really is. Come check us out. Like, subscribe, get notified, share, all those fun things. Check out one of the other videos floating around here. And until the next video, we'll catch you next time. Melanie Joly, Minister of Global Affairs. She's simple. Catch you next video, gang.